Alrighty. Welcome, everyone. Happy full moon in Leo. Well, at least on the western side, or at least if you chose this and you felt called to this energy, to the card itself, and just compelled to just select this. I wanted to pull a few cards beforehand just because I was channeling some messages beforehand, just to get some further information. And some of the ch- channel messages I was getting is just a moment to sit in silence. Like the light just kept going out, and it typically doesn't go out, but it just kept going out, and also put lights out. And I'm seeing the like little scare movie where the lights go out, and then the person was closer, so it's almost like as soon as the lights go out, it's almost like a sense of fear. Like where's the courage, where's the strength? And sometimes with this full moon energy, it's about sometimes you tap a little bit too much into the main of how things look and how you look versus the reality of the situation, how you truly feel, how it's truly affecting you, what's truly happening, what's truly going on for you. Um, and truly diving into those emotions, especially with Leo being the fifth house, which is about relationships, but self expression and those relationships within self, being able to be very vulnerable and open without losing who you are, your energy, and your essence. And so when it comes to a sense of not letting pride get into the way, it's like these moments of silence where you truly are reflecting on self, the decisions that you made, the decisions that you didn't make. It's a sense of like, oh, I could have did this, or I should have been this, I could have did that. And it's in a sense of letting your pride get in the way of what you are reflecting on in the past. And getting into this really Leo fixed energy of the situation of feeling like, well, it is what it is, but you're not like really truly like sitting with it. In a sense, it's like almost like a false accountability for it. In a sense of being like, no, I mean it is. It's almost like a front. I want to say that's a better word, not false accountability. It's almost like a front of when things happen to you. It's almost like you. I want to say brush it off, but you don't really brush it off. It's like it's really you're taking it so internally, especially with it being again about self expression of self. It's taking on this heart energy of that being your focus and your forefront, pulling into this Leo energy. And it's in a sense of recognizing, okay, if I'm letting my pride get in my way, what is currently leading me right now? What energy is currently leading me? Is it me not being realistic with the situation because I'm not being honest with and not turning out how I wanted? It being different than I expected, or maybe with the relationship was not exactly what I was expecting for the long term. They've changed so much, I've changed so much. It's like this shift of recognizing that, so that when these moments of silence come, when you really have to sit with self after or during a situation and you have to truly process it slowly. I also got don't rush. No rush on a choice for you is what I wrote. No rush on a choice for you. Because it's almost like in a sense where you feel like you have to truly quickly make a decision to like lead the way. What is that? Oh, it's a piece of wood from the Palo Santo. Um, from almost coming into the sense of being like, okay, I have to make a choice. I have to make a decision. I have to quickly choose it. I have to show people like I can make decisions in my life. I can lead the way. But it gets into the situation where you start not to move at all. Sometimes in a point where it's just like you're almost allowing things to happen to you. Um, and you're just the way that you approach it is almost like the movie The Wiz, right? Where it's like acting like he's the big lion, and then she's like, "You ain't no lion, like you stop that." And it's like the lion starts crying, and it's like, "I'm not." I'm like, I really wanted to. I got kicked out, and it's just like in this sense of like it's this false facade that when it gets really to the root of how something made you feel, someone made you feel, where it's going, what it led to, what's currently happening, it happens in a way where it's like you're protecting something that maybe doesn't even necessarily need to be protected at the moment, that maybe needs to be changed in perspective, or needs a change in action, or in how you view or seek it out, and how it's processed, right? Because they typically, hunt in a sense with long stock to protect themselves, but they're there just to protect the pride. They typically don't even hunt. It's typically the lionesses, so it's pulling into recognizing what you do and don't need to protect at this time, what you do and don't need to surrender to, what actions you should and shouldn't be taking, especially with these energies, not letting pride get in the way of I could be doing that, I should be doing that, I want to be doing that, and actually speaking in a way of start walking in a way, of what you're speaking. And that's why they don't want you to rush your decisions for yourself by moving before you've even thought about what you truly want to do. And now you're trying to match your actions up with words, or your words up with actions. It's like it's almost feeling like a little bit of a unshift of an unbalance. So not letting your pride get in the way in this full moon is recognizing, okay, where am I taking a shift and a change in my life to truly, truly take in what I did and didn't do, right? Because, and this is a affirmation of, again, not losing self, but am I trying to be more of myself? Hope I'm not losing it. Am I trying to be more me? Am I trying to be like, I'm going to show up and show that this is me and this is also me and this is also me? But it's like this almost this overextension of trying to prove one's worth. Where it's like you don't need to prove your worth. You don't need to prove your value for who you are when you just show up as you. That is your ego in balance. That is you being able to show up and still protect and show yourself in a present way, because I also got what's too much. Like it's almost like what's a limit of me, what's me pulling back on myself without fully surrendering to other people, which I don't feel like you would do. It's like this almost rebellious energy of like I don't really want to, which is also why they don't want you to make decisions so quickly, so rashly. Like, yep, let me take that. Let me go ahead and do that. Let me show them. Let me do this. It's like truly looking at it from a standpoint that is looking at the entire landscape of a situation, right? Because with this lights out is letting me know it feels like you're in a moment of darkness right now, in a moment of feeling a little bit uncertain, a little bit unsure. And it's like you have to illuminate a light within yourself to get out of this. And they don't want you, or the universe, the spirit does not want you to feel worried in this moment of silence and this moment of dark. They want you to really tap into that solar plexus energy, that third chakra energy of recognizing, okay, what is pulling into me? What is driving me? What is my passion? What is my true focus? Why do I want to be seen? If I want to be seen in the public eye, which there's nothing wrong with that. Why do I want to get my words out there, my art out there? What is it about this that truly allows me to be centered in me? That no matter if somebody accepts me or rejects me, I still know my true value, my true worth, my true interests and desires of things. So it's like I can't let pride get in a way of being like, also not being able to take criticism when necessary from people that you, I'm hearing, went to or you respect in the first place. It's almost like in a sense of like, I don't know everything, but I'm self assured enough to rest that I can learn more things and also apply myself. It's like applying pressure without cracking others around you because of the pressure that you, in some sort of way, put on yourself. And when others aren't always in a reflection of that, it's almost like you let your pride get away of like being almost braggadocious a little bit, too out there, like too showy. Just almost like it's like trying to dim others' light while you're also in this moment in time trying to truly find your center and yourself in your own light and allowing it to shine without any stress or worries or things of that sort. So just to get the attunement with the moon is to be magnificent without being plain too much, right? You don't need to be too much when you walk into the room. An affirmation for this is I'm magnificent. That part, I'm not sure how to affirm the part. I'm working on that myself. Like, what do you mean without playing? So that is also something, it was since like playing too much. Like, what do you mean too much? But then spirit sends little things where it's just like, you ever had like a salad where it's too much dressing and it's just like drenched in the sauce? It's almost like that. So it's like, be enough to allow it to flavor that palate, allow people to get that taste, allow it to add to things, and it still is able to be a showstopper or an add-on that is very prominent, because who wants a dry ass salad? So it's almost like I'm magnificent without being too much, you know? There we go. So it's in a sense of just like, how am I working on myself to add to other people without losing myself? And I think that's where the true balance of this pride is coming in with this energy for you. National meanings is self-esteem is good, vanity is not. Everyone is equally important. This is additional meanings, excuse me. Creative urges should be followed. Works of magic. A friendship may be ending now. Okay? Says it's a bright time where people feel more confident to show the world their talents and assets. The upside of the donation is that it is a combination of a tension between your needs and the needs of the people within your network. So it's a time to release pride, because if you think about pride, we always think about it as a sense of the pride of who they surround themselves with. Who are they around? Um, who is within their pride lands probably like, we own all of this type of shit. You know, it's just that taking it in of, if these people are truly in my pride lands, I can't think of another fucking word for it. It just keeps coming up. So thank you, bless me. Thank you, Spirit. It's a sense of recognizing that you don't want to, if you truly want to lead, you have to also be able to learn and listen to the needs of those that you will be leading. And I keep saying lead because they're not allowing me, they don't really want me to use another word. It's almost like you are supposed to lead something, guide something, and people feel like when you're leading something, you have to take care of any and everything and allow yourself to be seen and shown in every single piece and way. And it's actually, in true honesty, when you're able to bring multiple people together and allow each of their individual talents, words, just time and energy, in essence, to be able to be in such a collimative space to come together, it allows you to truly be shown, because it's like you brought all these different, wow, and they're able to still be shown in their own light without it taking from each other. So it's in a sense of recognizing I am magnificent, what I do and what I cultivate, who I talk to, all these things. I chose that as pulling into the confident energy of, yes, I did that. Like, I can make a decision at any point. So sitting in the silence allows you to truly sit with that, because with these next two cards that we have coming in is a doja. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Which is the karma card, and then future love letter, which is I love you, but this is in reverse. So this is letting me know that it's in a sense of this. It's almost like the justice card. It's almost like what you give is what you get. What you give is what you get. What you get is give. Um, and taking that in, and I'm hearing it's like intentional karma coming in, and it's very balanced. It's like it's on the light of something. It's like the light is right behind them, and I'm hearing it's intentional karma. And I feel like sometimes when people think about karma, they think of it as a really, really positive way, really, really like negative ways. Like really, they don't think of it in this balance of things, of it bringing it back into a settlement. And I feel like with this karma coming in for you is a sense of you changing the way that you look and feel about yourself, right? Because of the way that you made it other people look and feel about themselves. And your karma for that is you being able to see your true reflection, your true light within yourself as you, without losing it. And it's changing kind of how you see yourself in situations, in relationships, um, in life and careers and your passions and your desires and your wants, and how you're able to express that, how you're able to visually express that, vocally express that, mentally, sexually, whatever it is, express that and allow that out, is because you're getting the karma. So what you inspired and fed into other people, the love, the grace, the time in what you fed into other people, you are getting back. And that's kind of shifting of how you see and go about things. So they don't want you to get your pride in the way of trying to continuously show up and show out for self and prove that this is still you, or this is you, or more than enough of yourself, when you're actually looking at yourself from a different perspective now. You're getting the karma of being a light in people's life, being a blessing, being that inspiration, bringing that joy. So that while you're going through this darkness, almost like the womb, the void in this sense. So this moment in the silence of this rebornness, this recreation, this fifth house energy, right? Which is relationships, to create and build that home, that stability that allows you to truly be one of self with others. It's truly coming in. And I also got nourish. I had the question mark, and that's when this card came out, because they want you to truly nourish your new reflection of self. And if you can even see, this person isn't even looking at their reflection, they're looking away. But they're still writing a love letter, and they're writing it to their future self so that way they can see themselves. But it's like they're not really even looking in the reflection. They want you to truly look in the mirror and recognize what that means for you. Let's go ahead and get because I believe there is an affirmation for future love letter, if I'm not mistaken. Pull that out. I love referencing it, but thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Where we at? Where we go? Where we at? Where we go? Where we at? Seven. And there we go. Close. Yeah. So the affirmation for the future love letter is, I am incredibly lucky to have plenty of money to spare. So finances can be something that you're going through, which I really didn't pick up on at all. This is, I picked up on the way that you see and perceive yourself. So it could have been due to a loss of something, due to a shift of something, due to a decrease in something, or I'm hearing a really big decision that you're going to have to make, where it's like, do I settle or do I hold out a little bit longer for what I truly want and allow myself to save and gather and get for that? So I'll make sure, of course, I put this out in the description below. What we have, I'm incredibly lucky to have plenty of money to spare, with the crystal pairing being jade. Um, and it just reminds you to write a letter of encouragement from your future self, and to journal deeply, and to write a letter to your 15-year, 25, so forth, and whatever you, and to just really pause and reflect on what the mirror has shown you up to this point. That's why I said it's like you're getting the reflection of seeing yourself through other people's eyes in the most powerful, magical ways, because that's what you gave a piece of yourself. You feel like each time you interact with people, loved on people, cared about people, had them in your circle. They were there. They are still there. The decisions that you chose, the careers, the time that you gave, you feel like you gave pieces of yourself away. So now that you're looking at yourself in a new light and recognizing, I didn't give myself away, I just showed them who I am. And they were able to see that and accept that and receive that or not receive that. And so now I'm noticing it has been inside of me this whole time. I didn't lose anything, nothing has gone away. And it's in a sense of looking in a new way, of a different scarcity mindset almost, um, which is possibly why I wasn't getting the funds. Is like they don't want you to worry too much about the funds, not to not be realistic. Like if you know you need to go into work, go into work. Stability, do what you need. You know you need to look for a job, but don't stress about I in the email every 5 seconds doing this. It's like allow yourself to still truly see yourself in a way. Allow yourself, you're like, I only save $5. And then you only save $5. If this truly, it feels that way, but it feels like this is more of you not allowing your pride of what you feel like you once were outwardly to other people is going to drastically change your characteristics, your reputation of who you are to such a means point that isn't you anymore. It says it's time to ask yourself for the karma card. Am I bringing the past into this harvest? Meaning my crop isn't as good as it could be. It says, have I shut down my heart? And am I ready to recreate myself? Yes. It says this is also a time of clarity and a time for you to be aware, focused, and ready to bask in your accomplishments. So, like I said, you're reaping what you sow. It's this period of people feel like karma has to be like an accident in a lottery. It's like sometimes it's the way that you view and see yourself. Because you can get something and have something, and it feels like, okay, all right, like where's the rest? Where's more? And what's going on? Like, or you're like, again, it feels like you feel like you gave pieces of yourself or you lost pieces of yourself, moments in time, fragments, but it's actually all there and it's shining, and it's that time in that present moment for it to be seen here for you. Go ahead and let me get some final messages out here. Alrighty, let's see. Mm. I keep going to this. I'm gonna go to it, and I'll make sure I also put those questions down below as well for you. But yeah, I feel like this is a time for you to, that moment in silence of if you're questioning yourself is truly you getting to know the new you, the change, the reform you, however you decide to change and shift that. Like if you really are truly writing that letter to your future self, that is going to change and shift how you currently look at yourself, because that's where you're progressing to. It's funny, Western astrology and mother. Like I said, you're in the womb right now. You're in a moment, in a process of being in this sense of void, this darkness where it feels a little bit dark. Yeah, books, journaling, like they said, of taking this moment in time of truly just getting to know yourself again, reintroducing yourself again. That's why they also said you may be ending a friendship, childhood friend, as soon as I said that. So it could be somebody that you've known for a long time. And that can also feel like a karma shift, is you changing your karma. Not saying that they were bad karma or anything, but your story better than mine. But it's in a sense of recognizing what is and isn't currently working for you in this moment in time, and just allowing you to be the vocal point of that, in and recognizing what have I been feeding into in a way that also allows me to not feel like I have to over exceed myself. We got legacy that wanted to come out. Inheritance, legacy, a will and living trust, a deed, a lineage. Like I said, it's like you are coming out of this birth. You could actually have children. So you could actually be a mother, a parent. And so you need to invest in a sort of way where it is there. My mom always likes to make a joke like, just literally burn me, put me in a shoebox if that's the cheapest. Like, I just want y'all to be able to have enough money after I'm gone, things of that sort. And it's not like saying that, but it's just, she's like, I'm here and just do what you feel like is right that will set them up properly, right? And it's taking that in successfully and just making sure that you set yourself up. And even if you don't have children, and or it can be a charity, it can be this, it can be whatever, but it's allowing yourself to dedicate to recognizing that if I'm going to be given to others, I want to be able to show myself. It's still showing yourself in a way of like, I'm still me. I'm still willing to show up. We have I heard the whispers so loud, and I'm putting this right over here because, like I said, you are recognizing and realizing that you are the reflection of what you also fed into other people, what you thought you weren't within yourself. And they don't want you to get so much into that. Yeah, well, they want you to be like, yes, this is what I have been. This is me recreating and reinventing myself. This is me shifting and changing. This is me taking an actual reflection on things. I am magnificent without me having to over exceed myself, do too much, stay in the same moment and place, especially with it being such fixed energy. It's time for that shift and that change. So I heard the whisper so loud, and it's just the way that people spoke about you and with you. They want you to see yourself in that way of just this illuminant light. We have I want more. Like I said, you want more for yourself, you want more for your future, whatever that may be, whatever that is, you want to exceed your own expectations. And I feel like that's also why you sometimes put a lot of pressure on yourself and expect that a little bit of times from others with this pride, and allowing others to, again, like I said, be your equal. Recognize that everybody is themselves and they work at their own pace and time. So just taking that in and recognizing, okay, we all have our own things. I want to still be able to be myself without also hindering people from being themselves, whatever that may be. And I want more, whatever that more may be. I want more finances. And again, I will write that in the description below. But I would say that, say I was watching, and so my friend, I was like, I think some people just need financial wisdom because we was watching the Squid Games and everything. It was like, this is not enough. Like, this ain't enough. Like, what the hell? And it's just like, some people, like me, I know I also need financial wisdom. Like, if it's time to, like, I can get down to the crunch, but I want to be able to balance that without it being always crunch time or something, figure it out. So it's like, sometimes what you want more of can be a balance of what you already have, and that allows you to exceed that as well, right? A lot of spooky, crazy things could be happening for you. Yeah, most definitely. We got dot 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 because it's spirit like talking to you. It's them sending these signs. You're getting messages that wasn't there before. Things are changing, so they really, really want you to focus on yourself at this time and how you perceive and see yourself in situations. Because again, it's that self-expression energy that I don't want to be too much because I want to show people that I'm here, I'm present. I am me. Like I am already magnificent when I show up, when I do my work, when I say my words, when I give my love, when I give my care, whatever it is. Like that's what's going on. Yeah, they're speaking to you really subconsciously a lot. Giving a lot of like subconscious messages. Speaking so loud, I'm just let you recognize like you are recreating yourself. You're getting the balance of that karma back to you. Libra, Cardinal, Venus, Cardinal energy. So some love can be coming in, an energy surge, this partnership, which is also Leo house energy, that family oriented energy. Yeah, you're getting that spark again, that solar plexus spark. I'm ready for the benefits that discipline provides. And I feel like you truly are. You're seeing and recognizing that when I do things in a way that is subjective, in a way that preserves me and enlightens me, it also inspires and enlightens others. So I'm ready for this discipline of loving myself, of caring about myself, of making that change. Of yeah, getting yourself out there. Like I said, if some of you want to be out in the limelight, this is it. This is your moment. This is your time. Comment down below that seventh house energy being seen, that Libra energy, that visually appealing. Well, all right, come on now. So I really truly presently see that for you, um, with this energy of this full moon in Leo. So that has been your reading. I thank you so much. I hope that you've gathered something, got something from this, and I will see you next time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.